Sizzling. Count me out. Get up again.
Facing off for just the 6th time, Detroit plays host to Baltimore in Week 3. The Lions attempt to defeat the Ravens for just the 2nd time, right here on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On play action, Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's got some space here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On second down now, it's Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Parkey's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Brady now on first down. There's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Go, 66. 47
From the 31, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Complete to Ronald Jones. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21.
So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Brady. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tyrann Mathieu, the all-pro, up to make the stop. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 31, Rodgers steps away to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Robinson's got it. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Robinson. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Rodgers. And caught by Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Parkey is good, and And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try to pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't have time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. This has been all that we hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to him a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on